Mark, right?
Yes.
Jason, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to
Pettit
meet you.
here. So you're a newer Pettit owner. How long have you had your Pettit?
Since we opened November.
What's your experience been so far?
Been good.
Fantastic. How's the customers perceived it, or have they said anything? Or
We struggled initially
okay,
from the changeover, but now that they understand how it all works and everything's, it's been good since.
gotcha. And what's the change in like numbers and the times, or you see volume increase? Did you increase your pricing or anything as well?
We increased pricing across the board. What, $2? And we went $2 up across the board. Time is shorter, but we weren't necessarily after a time change. We were after more of a. It wasn't about volume versus time for us for this location.
Okay.
Which I only have one, but
Yeah.
for us here, other people are going, well, we got to get in out of there 2 minutes so we get more cars. That's not what we were after. So my volume has gone up.
Yep.
And people, we're not turning anybody away.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's been the biggest thing. But yes, we are washing cars considerably faster. But we are like shade under 3 minutes now, probably.
Fantastic. That's still really good.
And we were at 420 was our longest wash with the old unit.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. And now you're under a little bit under 3.
yeah, I'd say between 240 and 3 minutes, somewhere in there.
Okay. Fantastic. How's your experience been with your installer?
Been great. I knew Don for 12 years.
Okay. All right.
So it wasn't about when we decided to do this, it wasn't about the money and it wasn't about what this could, it was about the relationship we had,
Okay.
prior to all the help that he had given me prior to any of this.
Yeah.
Even when he sold me the old unit,
Okay.
which was by a competitor.
Okay. Gotcha. Now, when you were searching for units, what made you choose Pettit?
Don?
Okay. Just the relationship there? He told you it was the best and you trusted him? And
Yeah, we did a little bit of homework on it.
Okay.
Went to a couple different locations. Went to the one that you're going to go to after here. I watched it run. It was impressive. I was really lacking on my pay station, and I knew that prior to.
Gotcha.
When I saw that work and how that was working,
Yep.
and then very impressed with the competitors. A lot of my competitors are doing memberships, which we weren't offering at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was the big kicker.
yeah. It's almost becoming a necessity, not for every single wash, but it's going that direction.
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, that's definitely where it's headed.
Yeah. Whether we like it or not, you almost have to compete these days.
Yep.
So that's a really quiet hybrid coming around.
Probably electric.
Yeah. Any other, I don't know, any other comments on the experience or the equipment at all?
Since we've been dialed in, since we got all the bugs worked out,
Uh-huh.
initially it's been rock solid.
Okay.
No really major issue. A couple little minor things, but nothing that to a point wasn't to be expected.
Yeah, and it does sometimes take time to get something dialed in. The chemical, with everybody, it takes a little tinkering to get that in. Are you using a high-low setup? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. And that working good for you?
Yes.
Okay, so you start with the low, correct? And then
I don't know how
go
he's got
further
that.
with the high?
Don is the one who's got that.
Okay, got it. So doing low, high, and still getting them out 3 minutes, getting them clean. Obviously, we're seeing them come around here.
Yeah.
And they're looking really, really
And it was
good.
dirty. We had a ton of rain yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot
So,
of film.
yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, you're not stopping. Yeah, there's been cars coming through every second. I mean, we've been here the whole time.
It's a busy location, but it's busy. I can tell you this, Jason, too, is you asked me about pricing. We have increased our pricing. Before I was averaging $8 a car,
Okay.
and now I'm hovering around 11.
Okay. And how much has your volume increased in general, do you think?
I'm going to say we're up at least 50%.
Okay.
Probably more like 60 if I really sat down. I know it's at least 50.
Okay. So 50, 60% and $3 above average. So even with the monthlies, your average went up.
Right.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear.
But I do see with that monthly bullshit that if we were here and it just keeps trickling down. Every month it trickles along into the monthly report,
yeah.
it starts lowering that number slightly.
Sure. Yeah, but your net's probably going to keep going the other way.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell.
And that's what I've experienced with a lot of washes so far. But yeah, don't trust me. Wait till.
Well, that's what he
we'll
keeps saying,
see.
exact same words.
Well, because here's why. What we're seeing now, and our cameras are on us, we have to do this just because of wind and mist and everything else. But this has not stopped. There's been cars coming through the whole time, just crushing it out of here. And that's what the monthlies do, is they keep it busy, and then people come in and they're paying full price, even if they're not on the monthly, because it's activity. right?
Yes.
Activity breeds activity.
Right.
Have you found that out? Is that what you feel as well since you got this going?
I don't really know why we're busier.
Okay.
I don't know if it was we were turning that many cars away before,
Okay.
or if that we're just, we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Okay, that's been the benchmark all along. Like when we went into this, it's like we got to wash at least, because I've been told before that we washed one of the nicest cars in St. Clair County with the old system.
So you had a high benchmark, you had a high
Yeah,
standard.
and we weren't, and he'll tell you, we worked hard to get to where we're at.
Yeah.
So I think the word's traveled that, hey, now you can get in and out.
Yeah.
It shakes your car when you're in there, literally.
Yeah.
To his point, we'll use the word show, right?
Yeah.
The show's more than what we ever had before. So you feel it, you hear it, you got the nozzles oscillating.
Yeah.
And it does a great job. I mean, it just does.
Great job and save a lot of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Great. Think of anything else, Don?
Yeah, my point in all of that has always been that the consumer has more money than they have time. And so they know now that they can come on this property and get off this property.
right. If there's 3 cars there, that doesn't bother them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they know it's not going to be too long of a wait.
Before, we used to have it staked around past the sign. Like you'd have 7 cars waiting,
Okay.
and that's a deterrent after time.
Yeah. 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 And what Don said behind the scenes, because the camera probably can't hear it, is people have more money than time. And that is often the case. I mean, inflation's going up, but also time is shrinking this day and age. Everybody's so busy. They don't want to wait around. If they know it's going to take 4, 5, 6 minutes, they're not going to wait around.
Right.
And every car, they do the math quick in their head. They don't be here 15, 20 minutes.
Exactly.
No way. So,
Nope.
we got to get you on camera tomorrow. Okay. Or tonight at dinner. I'm just going to set a camera and just talk to you. Man, the experience this guy's had, we talk a lot, but I've never got a chance to sit down with him. And, man,
A lot of knowledge.
oh my gosh, I didn't realize just how long. Not that you're that old or anything now, but boy, oh boy, you've been in the watch business a while.
It can't
So,
beat experience, man.
That's true.
In any trade.
If you're willing to learn from it, some people are having a lot of experience and just stuck in their ways. And that's one thing, the really refreshing trip out here in Southeast Michigan is just people are willing to adopt this model. And those are the ones that are making
Well, you have
their
to.
investment.
If you don't change, you're not gonna. The only thing that's changed is guaranteed to change is change,
That's right.
right?
Absolutely
So if you
right.
don't make a different change in your business model, you're gonna run. It can only last for so long,
That's
right?
right.
You got to come up with a new marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Or a new image, whatever you want to call it. But you
Yeah.
got to constantly improve what you're doing.
I agree. And there's a lot of similar mindset in all these washes, which is rare, more rare than you'd think. A lot of people are just stuck in their way, and if something's broke, they're going to get something to replace it. They're not thinking they can do twice the volume and charge more. It's just off their radar because they've been doing it so long. Again, they didn't think of changing, and well, this is how it is.
Well, I think I wouldn't know by anybody else, but all the people I've met through this industry, everyone is self-driven, right? So most of these people that Don is hooked with, they're all similar mindset to begin with. They're all like, all right, what are we going to do? How can we make this better? All right, I'll throw some money at it, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And as long as it's the same adage, right? You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
That's the end of that story.
Yeah.
If you don't, you'll
It's gonna
eventually someone come and buy you up for half the price because you never put a dime into it.
Yeah, it's going to decrease. It's going to continue to decrease.
Yep.
Great. I think that's all I got for now. That's fantastic.